What's up guys, it's Chief here and welcome back to another FC25 video. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the ways that you can make easy coins from evolutions in FC25. Now obviously evolutions were a brand new addition this year in FC24 and they have been unbelievable. They've been super fun, they're in everybody's team, and there's a lot of different ways you can make coins off of these. So today we're going to go over 3 different methods for you, and the first one is going to be very simple, and it's going to be club stocking popular cards for evolution. So what does this mean exactly? Is basically there's obviously going to be very popular cards in FC25 that are going to get a lot of hype when it comes to evolutions. Guys like Lamine Yamal here has an 81 rated gold. He's going to be able to go into early evolutions. Somebody like Endrick I think is going to be a popular card. He's got a 77 rated card. He'll be nice for evolutions. I think he fits in the first evolution that is leaked, which we'll talk about later in the video. And then somebody like Kobe Mainu is another card, a 77 rated gold that I think will fit in a lot of evolutions. So why would you club stock these cards? What does that mean? And how do we make coins off of it? So the reason you would club stock cards like this is evolutions get leaked pretty much every week. It seems like we get, especially early on in the game, quite a few different evolutions, and any of these cards that are typically very popular and people would like to put in evolutions to get them upgraded because either they'd have a really nice card or they're from a popular club or they're just good in game. They get a lot of hype and they increase in price a ton throughout the year. And I think a really good example could be Cole Palmer here. And this works with bronzes and silvers almost even better than it does with gold. So if we look at 66 rated Cole Palmer here and look at his price throughout the year, look at all of these ups and downs. And I would be willing to bet money 90% of these are because of evolution hype. So if you just club stock these cards when they're low, when he's down at like 900, 1,000 coins, he's constantly going up to 4 or 5K and then dropping back down here. And another example of that is Kobe Mainu from this previous year. Again, he comes in like at points in the year down at 1,000 coins, but he also spikes up to being extinct at 10K. So these cards that are really popular that a lot of people are going to be excited about, young prospects from big clubs, or just players that people like in general, do really well. And even guys that are popular for evolutions like Malin last year, really solid card here. So whenever an evolution would get leaked that he could possibly go into, I mean, here you can see in January he went extinct at 10K. But even like right here he went up to 3K, right here he went up to 5K, here he went extinct at 10K. So popular cards like that are great, and we're going to look at a few of those later in the video, and I'm going to have a list of these for you guys in the Discord. Again, free trading Discord, links in the description. Why would you not join? We're just trying to make you coins. Easy stuff. So that's club stocking, and again, club stocking at its basics is just throwing one of each of these in your club and forgetting about them. So you just buy it when it's cheap, throw it in your club, and when the time comes around to sell and they're up 5,000-6,000 coins, boom, you just offload it. So I really like those cards. I think it's the easiest way to make coins from evolutions just because it's literally no effort. All you do is buy these cards and forget about them. Now, the next one is going to be leaks. Leaks are obviously a massive way to make coins overall in trading. But how can we do it with evolutions? So a lot of times you'll basically get a tweet out from whoever, foot sheriff, police, whatever it may be, telling you the evolution. It'll tell you, position, maybe some of the stats. So you get a general idea for the players that are going to be able to be used in this evolution. And I'm going to use Semedo as an example because last year there was an evolution that I believe got leaked, and they mentioned that Semedo would fit into it, or they posted a picture where he was evolved. And this card, I believe, was early in the year. Yeah, you can see it there. Just absolutely skyrocketed. I mean, it is absurd. So yeah, this was early November here. And this Semedo card went from literally 500 coins. Evolution gets leaked. He's up to 6K and then drops all the way back down 2 days later. And we're going to talk about when you should be selling these cards as well. And the basic idea when it comes to selling cards with Evos is Sell in the hype. Sell before Evos come out, sell right after they come out. Do not hold on to these cards and expect them to keep on rising, because a lot of times the hype around an Evo is far higher than the actual demand around it, whether it be because of the price of the Evo or just the cards aren't as good as people anticipated. So sell in the hype. And again, I'll always let you guys know when to sell in the Discord. So leaks are a big one. And when it comes to leaks, again, typically they'll post what the requirements are for the players and how you can, and you'll be able to kind of like figure out what players will fit in it and what will be the most popular ones. And you're typically gonna look at players that are in the Premier League, players that are French, and like popular cards that are going to fit in people's teams. I feel like that's kind of intuitive, but try to stick to the popular nations, popular leagues that people are going to use a lot. And again, we've got full database for FC25, so I'll make sure to get you guys some players that you can look at for it. On to the third way that kind of loops in with this method is going to be rash investing. So what is rash investing? Rash investing is essentially right when a piece of content comes out from EA at 6 p.m. UK on whatever day, you jump into the evolution section here, let's say, and you scroll down and there's a new evolution. And let's say it was this attacking right back. So this evolution has just come out, right? So the demand isn't really there yet for these cards. It's just about to come in. So there's going to be popular cards that people want to use for this brand new evolution. So what you can do is rash invest, which is essentially buy these cards up right when the content comes out that are going to be demanded. So number one is the cards that EA puts on the cover here of the evolution. For example, this Reece James here, or you go down this Rafinha here. These typically do very well because they're typically really good options for the evolution and popular cards that people want. So if this attacking right back came out, Reece James is likely a card that would go up. And what you can also do is go find other cards that are going to be required. And it's very simple. You can just kind of like sort by players. So the overall has to be 96. So I'd go over to Footbin here, apply 96 rating. It says the position has to be right back. So I'd apply the right back position. And then there's some play style stuff there as well. And I'd come and I'd see Reece James. He's Premier League. He's English. He fits it well. It's very, very simple. And again, this was an objective, I think. So he has no price here. But that gives you an example of how you would kind of sort for these cards. And again, with rash investing, you cannot get greedy when it comes to taking profits because, again, it's most of the big rises are in the hype. It's not actually because people are going to go do this evolution. People just get really, really excited about it for whatever reason. And I'm actually surprised this Rafinha card did rise, which is pretty surprising for this late in the game. But like, look at this guy was down to like 28K. He went up to 42K from an evolution in the dying weeks of the game. So evolutions can have massive impacts on the market. Sell in the hype, sell in the hype, sell in the hype. So last thing we're going to hit on is the first evolution that's going to come out. If you haven't seen, EA have actually given us kind of a hint at the requirements for the first evolution that's coming this year. And it's very similar to this Founders evolution that we got in FC24. If you don't remember, beginning of FC24, we got this Founders evolution that was essentially max 83 rated striker, and it had some stat requirements on it. And you would boost your striker up, for example, to that 85 Morata, or I did Julian Alvarez. A lot of people did Darwin Nunez. A lot of people did Dan Juma. So we knew this evolution was coming, and we're getting something very, very similar this year. They put it in the pre-order information, as you can see down there in the bottom right. We're getting this evolution slot for the Ultimate Edition owners, and you'll be able to select an 82 rated or less striker, and they're going to get the Power Shot Plus Playstyle Plus, which is nuts. So there's going to be a ton of demand for the players that are going to be good for this evolution. So what you can do is you can kind of start to sort by players that we think are going to be useful for that evolution. Now, I have never really sorted on here, but okay, this should be easy enough. We go 82 rating there. And then if we go position striker, we can kind of start to sort through the players that are going to be useful. And we don't know any of the other requirements, but you have Correa here, who's a really good card. You have Nunez again, Inaki Williams. You can kind of nail down these cards that are going to be useful for that evolution. Jesus is going to be a really popular one, giving him power shot plus. So you can kind of nail down the cards that are going to be popular for this upcoming evolution and treat them as we did last year. So a card from last year that was really good for this evolution was this 81 Danjuma, and you'll see early on he had a big rise into the first days of Ultimate Edition where people are trying to get that card to do their evolution. He went from 9K on the second day of the web app to 15K. And again, need to sell these cards quickly because especially these 82 rated or less strikers, they're going to crash in price because the low rated metas will just drop like crazy. So another good one here is investing in that first evolution. And again, I'll get a list of these cards that are going to be good for it in the Discord for you guys. Kolo Muani is another good one. And again, you can always sort by league and whatnot as well, just to help you kind of nail down the popular card. Like if I went and just looked at the Premier League cards here, you have Darwin Nunez, Leon Bailey as striker position. That could be dangerous. You have Gabriel Jesus. So these are three really solid options here. So investing in evolutions that we know are going to come out is also very, very good. And the last thing I kind of wanted to hit on in this video when it comes to evolutions trading is it's going to be different in FC25 compared to FC24 because EA have noted in some pitch notes that evolutions are going to be less restrictive in FC25, so you're going to be able to evolve more players. So we're not going to see as big of rises on a lot of these cards that fit into evolutions because with more options, you're going to have more people evolving different cards. You're still going to have the cards that are most popular for an evolution because it gives players the best card, but the rises aren't going to be as big this year, in my opinion, because of the larger amount of evolutions that are going to be available. So that's something to keep in mind. That's going to wrap this up, though. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.